Okay, we got 6:06, so I'll call the meeting to order. If we could take the roll call.
Mr. Markovitz?
Here.
Mr. Petty?
Here.
Mr. Sharma?
Here.
Okay. We have three of us here today, which the three of us can make a quorum, so just to let you know if, no, wait, we have it now. If two of us say yes and one say no, it still goes through, right?
Yes,
Okay,
Majority wins.
yeah.
yes, that's
It's
correct.
not that we have to have three
That you do
full
not.
votes. Okay,
That's where the smaller number works in your favor.
yeah.
I think you guys would be okay. That's just my opinion.
All right. Well, our next section, our next part is for public participation. If, I don't see anybody here, but if there was somebody here that wanted to talk to the board about any issues or anything going on that don't pertain to cases that are on the agenda tonight, that's the time to speak up. And we do not have anybody. So now we'll go on to our case reviews. The first case is 25-03-07. It's at 10755 Ravenna Road, and it's Unit 103 for the Pioneer Physicians Network signing. So give us your name again and
Gil Macias. I am with Fast Science of Twinsburg, and I'm here representing Pioneer Physicians Network, requesting permission to put up an internally illuminated channel letter sign in front of their business that they just opened probably like a month ago.
okay.
Does this sign meet the approved from this for this plaza, the sign program?
Yes.
Yeah, the internal review does show that it does meet the requirements of the sign program.
Okay.
Okay.
And you mentioned something about electrical earlier. Do you want to state that on the record, please?
Yeah, so we would recommend that if the board was in approval of the sign, that we would put a condition on there that this is an illuminated sign and it must comply with the Twinsburg section of the new zoning code, 1116.05 for sign illumination. So the contractor would need to be aware of that before they build the sign. In addition to that, we request that there be a condition on there that they are required to get the electrical permit approval through the building department.
So we don't, just to restate, we don't know whether electrical is actually already there, because we haven't gone into the soffit. I did look at the circuit breaker, and there is a timer already there.
Okay.
Which to me implies that whatever was there before is still there.
Right.
I haven't traced it. I haven't gone into the soffit to see whether all they did was cut the connection and cap it. So it may already be there.
Yeah, and we could definitely address that, so that's why we put it in the form that you need to get the approval for the electrical through the building department. So if you find there's existing electrical there, we'll send out an electrical safety inspector, we'll look at it.
Perfect.
And go from there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We don't, like I said, we don't touch electrical.
Yeah.
Right? We just make the final connection. That's it.
Okay.
All right. I think the sign looks nice.
I don't have any question.
Okay. I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve as submitted with the information that if the electrical is not all in place, that it would have to, and if it is, it would have to be inspected. If not, then a permit would have to be required for the electrical work before the sign could go up.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll second.
I'm going to call roll. Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Have a good evening. All right, on to case number 2, 25-03-08. It's at 2728 A East Aurora Road. It's Starbucks signage. So give us your name and walk us through.
Name is Man Youssef, M-A-A-N, Y-O-U-S-E-F, owner of All Signs and Designs. Basically, this is just a renovation, I guess, and we're just putting, signage-wise, we're only doing two-foot circles on the monument, which are non-illuminated. They're just going right at the top. I guess the monuments like this are going in the center of the pyramid. The other stuff that we're doing is removal and relocating of existing, like, menu board, and that's something where the GC that's doing the renovation would have had to get approval for the footers and that, because we're not doing none of the footers.
Okay.
We're gonna, I believe it's on the 30th, if everything's approved, we go in and we take out, we remove, we crane or whatever, the menu board, pre-menu, canopy, TV, and we'll probably store them in their Conex box. Once they do, they finish moving them to wherever they're gonna move them. And I believe that would be probably about 30 or 45 days later, they'll tell me, we come back and we put those back in.
Yeah.
But as far as signage, that's all we're doing, is the two monuments, they call them sirens, circles.
This is what, because of trying to redirect traffic into a different direction and around?
That I can't answer. I'm not that involved. I actually surprises a lot of people. I never talked to anybody. I do all the Starbucks, never even spoke to anybody at Starbucks. So, seriously, we work,
Yeah.
we're one of two companies in Cleveland that's UL Underwriter Laboratory registered. So 90% of the national companies, that's something that they look at, because then you have to do everything by NEC code and, the way it has to go through the wall, how it mounts and that. So a lot of national companies, feel that. So we work with the company that does all the Starbucks east of the Mississippi. Yeah. So what they're doing, or, like we were just in a meeting 3 days ago and, somewhere close to here. And they submitted for a pylon, and the city don't allow pylons, and I got the pylon sitting in the back of my shop. I'm like, did anybody that decide, and they're in the state of Washington doing their thing, and somebody overlooked that. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the signage is part of the larger projects going on at Starbucks, one of which is the traffic relocation for the drive-through and an interior alteration. So on this specific instance, the building and electrical permits have already been covered under the alteration, so we're good on that. And the menu sign is illuminated, so it would be required to comply with 1116.05, but typically menu boards aren't much of an issue. But it could be noted as a condition if the board were in favor.
If need be, because I heard you talking, the way you were explaining to him. Now, are you requiring, and believe it or not, Cleveland will do this sometimes. 10 times they won't, one time they'll be, okay, where they require a permit to actually do the connection? Or you mean just to run any wiring beyond, say, the 3 or 4 feet?
No, the wiring would be approved through the alteration permits that have already been issued.
Okay.
So the sign company can make the connection.
Okay, well, because we specify to Starbucks, if a separate, electrical permit.
Yeah.
They always have a GC, they always have electrical.
We have an electrician on site, yeah.
So, we just say if it is, that they make the final connection,
Yep.
Okay. All right, so Bob, you had a question?
Nope, I got it.
Oh,
I'm good.
okay.
I'm looking at it again. Pretty straightforward stuff. It's all directional sign, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah. All right.
I'll make a motion to approve as submitted. May I have a second?
Second?
All right.
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Thank you,
All right,
gentlemen.
thank you.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you.
All right. On to our next item, which is the approval of minutes from February 20th. Any questions, issues anybody saw with them?
I'll make a motion to approve minutes for February 20 as well. May I have a second?
Second.
Second. You second. Bob got it.
Bob, second it?
Sure.
All right. Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes. Okay, we don't, both of our absent members have been excused, been notified ahead of time. There was an email that Valerie sent to me, to Tina. I didn't see it or know about it till tonight, because I
You
get
should
bad
still make a
sometimes
motion to
about
excuse
checking.
both of them.
I'll make a motion to excuse Valerie and Sim.
I'll second it.
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes. All right. Any other things to discuss? No?
So the next meeting is March 20th.
March 20th. Oh, yeah, right. 6th.
14
2
days
weeks.
from today?
Yep, 20th.
Okay. Do we have anything on the agenda for that at this time, or any applications thus far?
As of now, I don't believe.
We have one submittal that came in Tuesday. It is going to be for the old Donato's. The building was purchased by a dentist, and they're doing a exterior facade alteration.
It's been there for
That'll be-
15 years.
Yeah, so that'll be one, and I think the deadline for the meeting is Monday, so we might have more than one.
Another dentist coming in, huh?
Prettiest teeth in
Daycare
town.
centers.
Hey, children's, daycares, dentist's office, citizen homes, that's all I see.
I'll make just one announcement, because I know now that I won't be here on May 15th. For sure, I'm going to miss that meeting. When it gets closer, I'll send emails out, but I'm going to be out of town for sure. Going to be hiding in Hawaii.
We'll send you a Teams link, don't worry.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go to Hawaii in February.
Who is?
Anybody from Ohio.
Well, you should, but we're going in May because
I don't know anything about the seasons in Hawaii. I don't think there are
it's
seasons.
right after their rainy season. You go
Okay.
in February, you can get caught in their rainy season. And we're going to Kauai, which is the rainiest island, or one of the rainiest islands anyway, so.
Never been, didn't figure it out.
Do you need passports to go to Hawaii?
No, it's a state.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
All right, well, then I'll go ahead and make a motion to shut the meeting down.
All right, I'll second the adjournment.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes?
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Petty?
Yes.